Monday of the 4th week in Lent. Station at the 4 fully crowned martyrs. The station is on Mount Chelius, in a church erected in the 7th century in honor of 4 officers of the Roman army who, having refused to adore a statue of Aesculapius, received the crown of martyrdom. These were the 4 crowned ones whose relics are venerated in this sanctuary, together with the head of the martyr Saint Sebastian, an officer of the army of Diocletian. It was one of the 25 parish churches of Rome in the 5th century. The epistle relates to us the famous judgment of Solomon, one of the 2 women who appealed to his justice, having suffocated her child whilst asleep, was jealous of her rival whose son was living. She represents the synagogue, whose rulers, by their indifference, had stifled religious life in Israel, and who were jealous of the Gentiles to whom the Church had given life through baptism and penance. Penitents and catechumens prepared themselves for baptism and penance during Lent. Let us also prepare ourselves for our Easter confession. The wisdom of Solomon, admired by the whole world, is a figure of the wisdom of the true Solomon, whose doctrine comes to regenerate the world. The gospel of today establishes another superiority of Jesus over his royal ancestor. Solomon had built a temple rich beyond compare. Jesus, speaking of his own body, throws this challenge to his enemies: destroy this temple, and in 3 days I will raise it up. He rises, indeed, the 3rd day after his death. From the church, his mystical body, he drives out the unworthy, as he had driven out the sellers from the temple, and receives into it all those who believe in him. Let us make ourselves pleasing to God in body and in soul by the religious observance of the holy practices of Lent. Monday of the 4th week in Lent. Christ our King, thy kingdom come.